Hey guys! So today I am bringing you a spring book haul. And I have quite a bit. I have some from Book of the Month, thrifted, gifted to me, and some that I just bought. So let's just get started. So let's get started with my Book of the Month books that I have, and I have 5. The first book I have is the final revival of Opal and Nev, which I don't know much about. I know it's been, like, if you like, Daisy Jones and the Six, you'll like this one. It is a historical fiction, and I know it deals with music, and that's about it. The next book I have is People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry, who is the author of Beach Read, which is another book I really want to get to that I own. But this one is about 2 friends, and every year they take like a road trip together, or a vacation together. But something happened, and now they're giving it one last chance to see if there's anything there, I believe. That's how this has been described to me. But yeah, this will be a perfect vacation read. And this is the first book I picked from Book of the Month, The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. And this I have been wanting to read ever since I found out about it, whenever it came out. And this is about I believe she's a reporter. And yes, a reporter is interviewing her about her life and her 7 husbands, and she's a old Hollywood star. So yeah, I really want to read that. And this one is probably one that I am most excited about. It is One to Watch by Kate Stayman London, and this is about a plus-size girl who goes on a reality TV dating show. And I love reality TV. I love dating shows, so that's all I needed to know. The last book I have is a very popular new release, Legendborn by Tracy Deonn. And all I know is this is a fantasy, and I'm trying to get into fantasy more. I haven't really read that in the past. She's in high school, but goes to the University of North Carolina, I believe. But her first night there, she sees something that she shouldn't be able to see, so she finds out more about that, and it deals with her mother's death. The next group of books are books that I were gifted. So the first one is A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. There's 4 different colored Londons, and you can't really travel between them, but the main character, Kel, can actually travel between all 4. And that's all I know about it. I know that people either love this or hate this. I'm gonna wait a while to get to this before I want to read more fantasies. I don't want to just jump right into this. And I think this is adult, but I'm not entirely sure. So yes. The next book I have is a middle grade that I have been eyeing and wanting to read for the longest time, and it is Nevermore by Jessica Townsend. It's Nevermore, The Trials of Morgan Crow. All I know is this girl was like born on this day that's cursed, and every kid that's born on that day is viewed as like cursed, and so anything bad that happens, they blame it on that kid. And I believe right before her 11th birthday, she's whisked away to this magical place, and it's all about that. This is one of the books I want to get to very soon. The next book I have is Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. I'm trying to read more YouTuber favorites, and things that, like, I don't know how to describe it, just people's favorites. Throne of Glass is something I really want to get to, the entire series. I don't know how I'm gonna read Sarah J. Maas's books. I know I'm reading A Court of Thorns and Roses first, just because that's going to become a TV show, I believe. Also just intrigues me the most. I don't know anything about this at all. But do you guys think I should read this after A Court of Thorns and Roses, or should I read her other books first, like Catwoman and Crescent City? Another more recent release that everyone has been raving about is These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong. And all I know is this is in the 1920s Shanghai, and it's a Romeo and Juliet haven. I've never filmed a video with a puppy. This is so hard. If the video is a bit shaky, it is at some points it is because my puppy Haven is messing with the tripod. This is a Romeo and Juliet retelling, and everyone I feel like has been raving about it. I've only seen like a couple people not love this. I really like the Fairy Loot edition, where it has like the pink on the cover and then the pink sprayed edges. And the last book that was gifted to me was The Shadows Between Us by Trisha Lovin. This book I have been wanting to read, actually, in like one of my reading blogs, or the only reading blog I think that is up on my channel. I got this from the library but didn't have enough time to read it, and I'm currently reading it. I only have like 60 pages left, and I'm loving it. If you don't know what this is about, it's about a girl who she is wooing the king to fall in love with her and marry her, and then she plans on killing him. But it's way more than that. There's someone trying to kill the king, the Shadow King. There's stuff from her past that she has to deal with. And so yes, this is great. Also, I love on the like the page where it's like thanking a person, it says, "It's cool not growing old. I like being the eternal stud. Damon Salvatore, The Vampire Diaries, Season 1, Episode 4. So I loved that. This is the first line. "They've never found the body of the first and only boy who broke my heart." I'm just now realizing how many books I've actually bought recently. And holy cow, there is a lot. The next category of books I'm going to be talking about is actually the books that I have thrifted recently. So the first book is The Throne of Fire by Riordan. This is the second book in the Kane Chronicles. Know nothing about it. Obviously, it's the second book. I haven't read the Kane Chronicles, but I want to read all of the Riordan books. So yeah, I decided to pick that one up. The next book is The Vampire Diaries, and it's Volume 1, The Awakening. This is by L.J. Smith. This is what the TV show is based off of, and I have like volume, like 2 books. I have all of the books together, basically. But I loved this cover, and I love The Vampire Diaries. I haven't finished the show yet, but I just think this is so cool looking. It's very like 80s, 90s. When's this from? Yeah, this was published in 1991, so yes, love that. The next book I have is from Casey West, and it is The Fill-In Boyfriend. This is about a girl who her boyfriend breaks up with her, and yeah, her boyfriend breaks up with her in the parking lot right before prom, and so she like no one knew about this boyfriend, but she's been talking about him, so she has to find a boyfriend right before prom so she doesn't look like she's a liar and has been making up this guy for the past 3 months. The next 2 books I found, I can't believe I found them because they are so hard to find, and now I'm on a mission. What? I am on a mission to thrift the entire series. So I have A Storm of Swords by George R.R. Martin, and this is the, I believe the third book in the Game of Thrones series. I don't like that it's a mass market paperback, but I'm not going to be picky. And then I found A Dance with Dragons, which this book is hefty. Like, I could work out with this. This is the 5th book in the Game of Thrones series, which I want to read this entire series after I watch the show, because yeah, this is an undertaking. So yeah, I really want to get to these and thrift all of them. The reason that I have so many thrifted books is because I had a 50% off coupon at Savers. The next book is a book that I already read, which is The Green Mile by Stephen King. It's the only Stephen King that I have read. picture of a cat in this. Look at that. I just found that. That is so cute. That's so cute. But I've already read this. It's the only Stephen King that I have actually read. And I am so mad at myself. I had, I think, what they were like serial books, but they like came out. There was like volume 1 through 6 or part 1 through 6. And that's what I got one time at a garage sale. Don't know why I got rid of it. I regret it. I like it so much better than this. But I loved this book, so I picked it up. The next book I have is the second book in the series. I don't own the first, but I've always planned on owning the first. Just haven't gotten around to getting it. But it is China Rich Girlfriend. This is the second book in the Crazy Rich Asian series. So I don't know what this one's about. I love the Crazy Rich Asian movie, so I want to read the series. The next two books are in a series together, the Confessions of a Shopaholic series by Sophie Kinsella. But the reason I picked these up is because I watched Drinking by Your Shelf's video. I don't remember her name, of her doing a 24-hour readathon, and I just like, they seem like fun reads. That's what I'm kind of looking for in the summer. It's just like quick, fun, funny reads that whatever. Also, I'm a shopaholic, if you cannot tell by this video, but I love these little pages. So I have Confessions of a Shopaholic. I have Shopaholic Takes Manhattan, which is the second book. The next book I have is Roar by Cora Carmack. Know nothing about this whatsoever. I know it's a fantasy. That's all I know. I think the cover looks dope. Like, that girl looks like a badass. And Carmack shines with this unique fantasy and alluring romance. Blurbed by Jennifer L. Armentrout. So, yeah, that's all I know. The next 4 books are in a series. There's 5 books in the series, so I just need to get one more, but it's the last book, and I'm gonna wait until I read the first 4. But it is, I don't know what this series is called. I don't know what the series is called, but the first book is Come Back to Me by Mila Gray. Then I have Stay With Me by Mila Gray, Watch Over Me by Mila Gray, and Run Away With Me by Mila Gray. All I know, these are romance stories. That's it. That's all I know. I've heard people talk about them in the past and thought they were interesting. I have a problem where I buy books I don't know that much about. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. My baby. Okay then. She's so confused. This is my baby Haven. She needs a bath. My baby. The next book I have is another Sarah J. Maas book. And it is Catwoman Soul Stealer. Pretty cool. I know it's a book about Catwoman. I honestly really enjoy books about superheroes. I've only read Marvel ones. I haven't read some DC ones yet. So this will be my first one. And look how cool the edges are. The next book I have is from Tahara Mafi, and it is A Very Large Expanse of Sea. All I know is this takes place after 9/11, and it's about a Muslim girl. Yes, a Muslim girl dealing with the racism after 9/11 and all of that hardship. And I think this will be a really eye-opening and really good read. I'm actually really excited. And also the cover is beautiful. Look at that. And the last book I have is 10 Things We Did and Probably Shouldn't Have by Sarah Minowski. I don't know how to pronounce it. She also wrote I See London, I See France, which I own but haven't read yet. But these just seem like fun contemporaries. I believe these are about, it's a 16-year-old girl who living with her friend, parent-free, and all the things they do, and have fun and the mistakes and lessons they learn. So those are all of the books that I have accumulated recently. Really hope you liked this video. If you did, make sure to give it a like and subscribe. I have my social medias down below.